All right, so we're live now.
All right.
All right, let's see all the chat, and I can't like the video right now. Okay, good to go. Good to go. We're in there. We're live. 21 seconds in. Okay, off screen, your boy. We're news. Okay,
We're live. 21 seconds in.
okay. All right. Welcome everybody who's coming to the show tonight. We have great plans and news for you guys.
Absolutely. We are ready. Y'all come on in. Come on in.
No, 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 no.
Um, man,
Yes, sir.
what are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the news. We're talking about the news. So
Oh,
did a
okay.
quick I did a quick revamp of the news. I've been hearing a little bit about hip hop news. So I got a few topics that I could probably touch on that you could probably piggyback on.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Sound good. Sound
Not the
good to
most
me.
thought out podcast tonight, but we are going to do our best to give the people what they need.
Absolutely. Hey, hey, we late, but we here, you know.
We are late and we are here.
It's my fault, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got some work going on at the house, you know what I'm saying? So people in and out, you know what I'm saying, with equipment and tools and batteries and sawzalls and all kind of stuff. So that's on me, y'all. That's my bad.
All right. Send it to her. Damn, who is that? I don't want to send it to her. I don't know who that fucking person is.
Damn. All right.
I got people on my phone that I should have been deleted, but I'm hard headed. So I got like a whole bunch of numbers in here that don't belong anymore.
Right. Well, I can understand that. You know, sometimes you hold on to things, without even realizing it.
This is true. This is very true. We're gonna go with that at first. I'll be under the all right, great. I mean, my, I know she gonna cuss me out. Oh well.
Who? Uh-oh. Who gonna cuss you out?
One of my friends.
CTC Gaming, what's up? How you doing? We appreciate you tuning in, Thought from Your Boy podcast. We appreciate that. Sub to us and we will sub back.
I was finna go on StreamYard. That's what was taking me so long to open up the room.
Oh.
I finally okay, so I was putting in the wrong email. Um, instead of it being the right way, I had switched up two of the last names on the email. So it was like that's not a real email. I'm looking for the email. I'm like, where is the email? Then I finally got it. So
Right. Hey, y'all smash the like button, everybody in the room. We appreciate y'all.
yes, definitely smash the like button. Whoa, we
Smash
got
that like button, y'all. Y'all speak to us, say
whoa.
what's up. Let us know. 14 people in there.
We should see 14 likes.
Smash the like button for us, y'all. Come on. Like DMX. Come on. hit us with it.
All right, Delta coming.
Oh, excuse me. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, though. Definitely for sure, for sure. We got a good show for y'all tonight, man. It's a little bit of everything, current events type stuff, news, just a little bit of everything. We hope
You
y'all enjoy the
you
show.
you posted that video about the little boy, right?
Wait, which
The
one?
the the 21-year-old mom that
Yes,
just wanted him to stop crying.
yes. Delta, what's happening? Yeah, I told him that backdrop is dope. That's what I told him. That's what I told him the same thing, man. I said that's pretty nice right there. That backdrop is pretty nice. He's stunting on me on that one, y'all. I got the regular brick wall. He got the old fancy schmancy stuff on me. So y'all know this high tech. If y'all didn't know, he high tech for real. He the one who do all the internet stuff and all that. Annie, what's up, Annie? How you doing, Annie? What's going on with you, Annie? I got to ask you a question, Annie. What school is
Uh-oh.
this? What school is this, Annie? Come on. Back like old times here, yeah. Like old times. You gotta hold on to what you got.
I guess the backdrop drew a bunch of people in. Then they realized it's us, and yeah,
I mean, they can come on back though if they like.
they definitely can come back. We appreciate if they come back.
Come on back. You know? Come on back, y'all. You here?
All I know is a lot of people don't have us saved in their notifications.
Notifications, right.
Mhm.
Right. And that'd be so nice if they did keep us saved in the notifications. You know, that'd be so nice. So that way we don't have to send out 1,001 invites. But hey,
Yeah,
in a perfect world, right?
in a perfect world.
We
I'm
appreciate
almost done.
everybody though. Where y'all at, man? They never done dwindled down, man. Y'all was just in here. Now we gotta let everybody get back in the building.
Boy. Yeah, we do.
Y'all need to get on back up in here, y'all. You know, we appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in, that's rocking with us. Get some of your people in here. Alabama A&M. We know you know Delta. Okay, Andy know too. Okay, I think Delta just text Andy and said, "Hey, it's Alabama A&M."
Who won the Final Four?
Florida.
Hmm.
It came down to Florida and Houston for the championship.
I
And
heard.
Florida won by 2 points.
This is the beginning of our news.
Ruby P, what's happening, Ruby? How you doing? This is the beginning. That's right. We can get into it, man, because we're gonna be flip flopping and talking. You know what I'm saying, about a whole lot of different things.
All right, let me hit. No more people. Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
I gotta read her comment.
Everett, what's up, Everett? How you doing? We appreciate you jumping in. I was waiting on the other live that was scheduled and nobody showed. Well, Andy, that was my fault. That's my fault. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to give me time, you know what I'm saying? Because I got some stuff going on here at the house. So that was my fault, you know.
Wow, that was deep.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for y'all. Do y'all that watch this channel, support this channel, feel like we do this for us and not for y'all? Like, do y'all feel like we are culture vultures of our own culture, or just vultures, period? I gotta know. What's happening, E? I just gotta know, because, yeah, I just gotta know. Anyway, with that being said, I'm your host, Just This, as you see, Thoughts from Your Boy podcast, one half of the Dynamic Duo.
I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
Let's talk.
What we talking about today?
All right, first off on the agenda, let's talk about the situation that you shared with the world. If they follow you on Facebook, they already know what you're talking about. If they didn't, then we're a clue them in. It was a 21-year-old woman. I think she was from Kentucky, right?
I can't remember the state.
Okay. 21-year-old woman has a 2-year-old baby, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he was
Okay.
a youngin. He was a
All right.
youngin.
21-year-old
What's
has
up,
a
Christian?
2-year-old that is stressing her out because the baby won't stop crying.
Right.
So she, in turn, took the vibrator and put it in the baby's rectum. And it caused the baby pain, more pain, and bleeding. And she thought, or her confession was, it helps her chill out and have a good and feel better. She thought it would help the baby feel better and stop crying. What are y'all thoughts?
First, let me say, Christian, appreciate you tuning in, bro. And let me know how
Appreciate you
everything
tuning
been
in,
going with you.
Christian. What's happening, sis? Yes. That's
Hey,
what happened, sis.
we appreciate you
What
working.
kind of logic?
Listen to us working that work.
I don't know what kind of logic that was. It was 21-year-old. I get high too much knowledge. Logic, probably.
I mean, this is one of the situations where everybody can't have kids. And to think that it'd be okay to do that to a minor, not even a minor, but an infant, you know what I'm saying? is ridiculous. And the only reason that people found out was because her mama, which is the baby's grandmama, was babysitting, and the little boy started bleeding from back there.
Mm-hmm.
So the grandmama instantly took him to the hospital. You know, that's a red flag at the hospital. They're gonna call the
Mm-hmm.
police. So that's how
That has
everything
been tampering.
unraveled. So just think, she probably would have kept doing this.
Yes.
This is ridiculous. Like, put her under the jail, put her in a cell with Big Bertha in them. You know what I'm saying? And because, bruh, that's
It
sick.
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. How
Like,
could you think that, especially a boy?
I guess she was thinking that she could touch his prostate and the baby would feel better. I'm guessing. As wild as that thought may be, that's what I'm guessing.
It is actually, it is. It's beyond sick. It's
Yes.
demonic.
You
Absolutely.
got to use colorful words, people. You can't use certain words on the internet.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that is true, Delta. That I feel that is probably what she was. Because okay, so
yes,
once the grandmother took the child to the doctor checked the baby out, said something was wrong with the baby. They interrogated the mom, and in the middle of interrogation, the mom confessed and said that's what she did to the baby. All right, moving on. Next piece of
wow. But it's so many women who was mad, who say they want to whoop her ass and do it, in which, you know, that's the mama in them speaking. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame them.
Next up, so Trump and Elon are not buddy anymore. What do you think about that?
Uh-oh. Hold on. I know you can hear me, but you can't see me, so hold on just a second. I had to send
can
this
see
out.
You.
Oh, you can? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can see you.
Had to send it out to Pops and Pat. Okay.
Yeah, we can see you.
Say what? Yeah, so Trump and Elon, they ain't cool no more. They beefing, right? I knew that eventually this was gonna happen. You have one guy who is the most powerful person in the world as far as his position. Yeah, the president of the United States is one of the most powerful people.
I see what you're doing there.
Exactly. Then you have the richest man in the world, which is also very powerful. Eventually, they're gonna
Is he the richest in the world or just the richest in America?
In the world. He's the richest man in the world. Yeah.
So he surpassed all the Arabs.
Yes.
The princes. Okay. Okay.
So I knew eventually that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You got two very powerful people. Eventually, y'all gonna get the argument. But also, to me, this is why it happened, right? This is why it happened. Yes, the honeymoon period is over, Ruby. Absolutely. Elon Musk, right, has lost more money than anybody else in the world because of the tariffs. Because of tariffs, Elon Musk, and we can look this up because they said it. This one man has lost more than anybody else. So
because he ships his cars overseas,
and he got like 3 or 4 big ass corporations that do business overseas, and they getting taxed hard. You know what I'm saying? So he has single-handedly lost the most money out of anybody. So
he still has the world's most money.
And he
just imagine about that. Just think about that. Lost the most money and still has the most money.
Yes.
Hey, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen. We hustling backwards if that's the case.
Y'all smash the like button quick.
Oh yeah, definitely smash the like button. Continue.
Yeah, I just think that, and of course, I think they're gonna get back together, right? Because powerful people like to be around powerful people. So why wouldn't the president want to be around the richest man, and vice versa? Why wouldn't the richest man want to be around the president? They're gonna find a way to get it back, only to do business, because that's what they both about, making a dollar. Watch, they're gonna get it back together. This is just one of them things where they both like egomaniacs.
They both being stubborn.
They both
being stubborn.
So if you grow up in the wrong way, they both gonna lash out. You know what I'm saying? And Elon lashed out first because he's losing money, which is the very reason that Trump got him around, is because he got money. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of a weird dynamic right there.
It's very weird.
And he put a 90-day hold. Thank you, Delta.
Yeah, the 90-day pause.
90-day hold, right? Yep. Yep. So that part is true.
Hmm. How do we feel? How do we feel about? I don't know if y'all listen to them or even know about them, but recently there was a big gang roundup on a bunch of 6-0's Crips. I don't want to speak on 6-0 business, but the people that got rounded up, three or four of the people that got rounded up were semi-celebrity. So there's Brick Baby, who be on Adam 22, Loose Cannon, who came on Adam 22 and said that he talked to Big U right before Nipsey got killed, called Nipsey, and then later on, like 5 minutes after he called Nipsey, Nipsey got unalived. Brick Baby was still cool with Eric Holder because he said Eric Holder, the guy that off Nipsey, saved his life one time. So it'd be asinine for him to turn his back on someone who saved his life, even though. So supposedly, Brick Baby got arrested first. Big U was last. I don't remember when Loose Cannon got locked up, but some kind of way Loose Cannon got transferred from Las Vegas to California and became the bunkie mate of Brick Baby. And some people thought it was the feds. Brick Baby tried to make it seem like he holding all this power and weight, and he told him that was going to be his cellmate. And now you can't figure out where they at because they're on lockdown. So what do y'all think happened? What's going on in this situation?
I think somebody might be wired up. You know what I'm talking about? It's a reason they put them two together. Because that just don't. What's the chances of that randomly happening? Like, honestly, it's not very high. So
Delta, Delta, I don't think Wack is an informant. I think Wack, he just report on shit because he can. Like, he hear it first or he see it first because he's out there, and he just reports on the shit because he can. Ain't nobody checked him, ain't nobody beat him up for it. He got knocked out once, but it wasn't on camera, so he said it didn't happen. Go ahead, I'm sorry, continue.
I was just saying, like, what's the chance, what's the likelihood of both of them landing in the same cell? You know what I'm saying? It's just not, it's not high. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that one of them might be wired up, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, wired for sound. So you just never know. Or maybe somebody else in one of the cells to the left or right, or you know what I'm saying, who can be around them is gonna be wired up, and now you have both of them talking.
I don't think that neither one of them wired up for the simple fact when you're in prison, county prison, you take your clothes off from time to time. So there's nowhere to really hide a wire. But the fact that they were in population and now they in inclusion in solitary only boosts the height that one of them or both of them have turned snitch or turned tail or about to tell on everybody. That's what it looks like.
That's true. That's a good point too, though. Honestly, that's a good point. Now, look, I want to speak to something because in the comment, somebody said I need to hurry up and get my Temu/eBay order in. That is so true. Let me tell y'all, stocks and shit like that, you need to go ahead and start buying stocks right now. They super cheap. The market crashed and all this other stuff. So go ahead and buy stock in Temu, Shein, eBay.
Yes.
Any stock you want. It's down now. So now is the time to buy. You know what
I'm saying? Delta, I don't think the charges are old. The Rico is new, but they have different charges on each one of them. Big U is running a criminal organization. That's where the racketeering comes in. He's supposed to be the kingpin of the whole situation.
Right.
Loose Cannon just basically verbally said he heard about a murder before a murder happened. So you take that with a grain of salt that you take it with. And Brick Baby supposedly is an arms dealer and a snitch on Lil Durk because he helped the hit on Quando Rondo cousin Lil Pap or whatever. So, but hey, what do I know? Right. I like Angel Lane, Alabama. What's Angel Lane, Alabama? I don't get the roundup. Yeah, that's the roundup. These are federal charges. They're federal charges.
Right. See, so look,
but they're not in federal prison. They're not in federal prison.
You see where I
But
was
these are
going?
federal
Okay.
charges.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Okay. Because that's
they
why I was
haven't
about to
went
go
to
with.
court yet. Yeah, they haven't went to court yet.
It's just this whole situation is funny because it's been going on a long time. Wack had said something about Brick Baby that I thought was really, really funny. He said, they raided your house, you got
Mm-hmm.
caught with a K, even though that's not what they
Mm-hmm.
were looking for, but you got caught with the K, so now you was a
Mm.
felon with a gun, well, with a pum pum. And he was like, here it is, 16 months later, you still ain't been to court. Why? That made a whole lot of sense to me.
It
A
does.
whole lot of sense. Why you ain't with the court yet? You know what I'm saying? So that's that.
I mean, but sometimes the feds leave you in there for a moment because they're trying to build cases on you. But because even with Donald Trump, they waited to his election, which was almost a whole year before they took him to trial, found him guilty, and still going to be president, which is asinine in itself. But so, like with the Young Thug, it didn't happen overnight, but that was a state RICO.
Right.
It didn't. You mean he? It seemed like he got locked up real fast, but his trial didn't start until almost a year and some later. With the dude, the 22-year-old that they called the Alabama serial killer, he's saying that he wants his trial to hurry up and start, but it won't.
Yeah, they're gonna play games with that boy. Just to make him wait, stall him out, you know what I'm saying?
They're trying to make an example out of him. Yeah, they're trying to make an example out of him.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree
More
with that.
so than the other 4 or 5 people they have with him. They're trying to make it a direct example out of him. So, yeah. What else is going on? Drake just released a new song. I think it's trash, but
yeah, me too. Now what's funny though about that, since we talking about that, right? And me and my wife were talking about this earlier. So he released that song, which is actually his second or third song that he released, like just low key. Well, this one is like a big thing, but he had released a number.
This was getting kind of traction.
It went number 1, right? They saying it's
number 2.
1.
Number 2.
No, number 1, because they said that it knocked Kendrick's song Luther, where he used the Luther Vandross, right? It knocked Luther down to number 2. So all of the Drake stands, you know what I'm talking about? They've been standing around here talking about, oh man, you see, y'all said he was done. Y'all said he was dead. Look what he did. Somebody else came behind that and said, well, why y'all talking shit? Do y'all know that they not like us is still on the charts? After over a year. It's been a year.
How you doing, Madison?
Joe Mad.
Drake is going to be a has-been in a while. Probably not. Aubrey Graham is not going to be a has-been because he can always make dance music. He can always make girl music.
Yes. I agree that he'll never be a has-been because he has a really good career, you know what I'm saying, before the beef with Kendrick. I like Drake at one point, his first 2 albums, and I'm be honest with you, before he started doing the singing, when he was just rapping, when he had the low fade with the part right there, you know what I'm talking about? He was good. I liked him. And matter of fact, that's when he was with Houston. He was in Houston with the Houston Boys. You know what I'm saying?
That's when he did a song with Nipsey.
Right. So I liked him then. Once he started singing, I was like, I'm through. But he makes songs for women. He make music for women, and he's a writer. He write for other people.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm saying, but he got certified hits that he wrote for other people.
Yeah, if he hop on a record with you, it is a certified hit 9 out of 10 times.
It is, unfortunately. It is.
Unfortunately, he has that gift, curse, gift, whatever you want to call it.
Even though I think that he's, to me, and this is just my opinion, I understand some of y'all like him. He's never flat out won the beef that he been in. Meek Mill, he didn't win flat out. You know what I'm saying?
All right, this is what they said. Hold on, this is what they said. Point of reference: A Star Is Born, Jay-Z. Just like Ja Rule disappeared.
Yeet. What up, Jerry?
Okay, so Ja Rule disappeared because 50 Cent made y'all believe that what he was doing was so wrong, but then he came back and did the same thing, and y'all praised him for it. Right. That's the only reason why Ja Rule disappeared. Now, Kendrick didn't do what Drake does and made it seem like it's so wrong. He said, Kendrick, he said, Drake, I like when you make those dance and sing along records. Stick to that. Just don't diss nobody no more. That's what he said.
Right.
He said, I like Drake that dance or that sing. So people like that too.
And the other thing with Ja Rule, right? Let's be honest, y'all, because this is the point, and this has always been my point with the Ja Rule situation. He was at the tail end of his prime. Ja Rule had a great rap career.
He did. Yeah.
Great. And he was at the end of his prime, not of his career, but at the end of the hype. Like, just think, Ja Rule was up there for like 4, 5, 6 years straight, knocking them out. That's about all you gonna get as far as being on top. Think 50 Cent. 50 Cent fell out the prime. Snoop Dogg fell out of his prime. Nelly fell out of their prime. Eminem. You only get so long to be at your peak, but they still have careers, right? They still got careers, of course. Jay-Z still around, Nas still around, but they're not at their peak anymore. Ja Rule was at his peak and starting to come down, and 50 Cent went ahead and kicked the chair from under his ass. You know what I'm saying? He just went ahead and get your ass out of it. And 50 is super smart, and that was when we learned how fucking diabolical 50 Cent is during that beat.
Hold on. Christian said nowadays, remember the Ink record label also got hit with Rico. It did, but that was Suge, Irv, and Master P. But what's Jay Prince? He told on the deal and bounced, never showed up. But them 3 got hit. Was it 3? It was another one. It might not have been Master P, but it was somebody else. And they had racketeering drug charges. And then the racketeering they put on Irv, that was just so he couldn't help Supreme. Because he was going to buy Supreme a good lawyer. But Supreme, he ran out of money. And Supreme didn't have no money to get no lawyer. So it was a tactic.
If that's why I said that's what we learned how smart.
On Irv.
That's what we learned how smart 50 Cent was. He attacked at the right time. They couldn't defend themselves, just like Christian said in his comment. You know what I'm saying? They had the RICO going on. They fighting the feds, but now you got to try to get 50. And 50 was on their head. Smart.
Will Drake be a legend or an icon in 20 years? 20 years, Drake will be a legend.
I agree.
Because the whole world don't like him. If the whole world liked him like they like Michael Jackson, regardless of what they say he did or didn't do, that's what make an icon. In rap, there are very few icons. There's a bunch of legends.
Yes.
But there are very few icons in rap. Tupac is not an icon. Tupac is a legend. Biggie was a legend. Icon. Maybe Will Smith. Maybe because of the way he transfers both television and the music. Maybe Aaliyah was an icon. I don't think we have too many just flat out rappers that are icons. I could be wrong.
Hold on a second, bro. Go ahead, talk to the people.
So I could be wrong. Every day a star is born, clap for him. yeah, that's true. Yeah. Snoop Dogg did, Nelly did, Kane Face, Mob, Can't Get It, Ghetto. Yeah. Eminem, Snoop in 2025, new shit. Eminem and Snoop, they got a song together? I think 3 powerful melanated men trying to own record labels they couldn't have that. No, they weren't trying to own record labels. They were trying to make a distribution, a black distribute. Diddy. I think Diddy was a part of it. Yeah, they were trying to make, not Diddy, because Suge was a part of it, so not Diddy. It was another person, but they were trying to make a black distribution, not just a record label. Because what they make most of their money is owning the masters and the distribution. You usually get paid the back end on what the record sells. But we don't even sell records no more. We got streams. So all the big head label heads was just paying the robots to boost their sales. And there you go. They spend what, $250,000 on robots, get over 1 million streams, and I guess turn 1 million streams into $100 million possibly, or something like that. Some kind of crazy math like that. That's the only reason why streams is as big as they are now.
And also, they want to own your publishing, like you said, your masters and your publishing. So that way, when you hear a song in a movie or on a commercial, or you see what I'm saying, on a streaming ad on YouTube, yeah, they get the money for that, and the artist might get pennies on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a big thing. Also, let me hit real quick what Joe Mad said. Snoop did drop an album this year, 2025. Excuse me, and the shit is dope. It's called Missionary. It's the follow up to Doggy Style.
Yeah. I
But
heard that. Yeah,
let
yeah,
me
that
ask you
was
a
dope.
question. It didn't do great numbers.
No,
You see what I'm
not
saying?
not
Snoop,
around the world.
not around right. And because and it did good. I'm not saying it didn't do good. So hear me out, y'all. Snoop is a legend.
Dre, yeah,
He's a legend. Dre is a legend, but
yeah,
they're not at their peak anymore. And they'll say
mm-mm,
that themselves. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Nelly, Eminem, all these people are not at their peak. So yeah, they still can release music. It's still gonna sell. It's gonna do numbers on YouTube. It's gonna stream a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is the people who buy Snoop music, who buy all of the old school, they don't stream a lot. We don't stream a lot. I'm in that age
yeah,
group.
yeah.
So when I listen to Missionary, which is Snoop album, I heard it on YouTube. I didn't stream it.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
being
Well,
honest.
see, I listened to it on YouTube Music, so it's
Yeah,
streamed.
but
But
I
I
went direct
probably
to
only listened to
YouTube.
it like I only listened to it 3 times because my brother was playing some of it,
Hmm.
and it was only certain songs I wanted to hear. Like
Right.
I heard the whole thing. I wasn't into the whole thing, but there was only a few songs I wanted to hear. I heard them. Boom, that was it. Change the pace right fast.
Okay.
Did y'all know that there was an African American serial killer in Texas that used to unalive his victims, chop them up because he was a butcher? His dad was a butcher. Used to do the same thing and put them on a grill and serve them as hamburgers to people. Do you know how many people he didn't tell how many people how many victims he had. He just said that um when he got put in the gas chamber, he said they asked him did he have remorse. He said no, I'm just glad y'all got to share it with me. And my question that say that is, how would you feel if you ate somebody unknowingly and didn't know how long you've been eating people? And when his wife found out, he unalived her and put her on the grill too. That's how he got caught.
Wow.
What would y'all think about yourselves if y'all found out y'all was eating people? I mean, y'all already say something crazy about feeling like y'all eat cats and dogs. But what if y'all were eating people unconsciously? How would y'all feel?
Um, I wouldn't be mad at myself. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like I wouldn't think no differently, feel no differently because it was unknowingly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, had I knew about it, then yeah, okay, you're accountable. You know what I'm talking about? But
But we
if
are
I don't
cannibal
know,
anyway. We eat meat.
yeah, but cannibals, well, okay, you're right in that aspect. But cannibals only eat meat, only, and cannibals eat themselves, their own kind. You know what I'm saying? Cannibalistic and stuff. So if a human eat another human, yeah, gotta watch that person. Knowingly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think that's for me, that's the slight difference right there. You
It
knowingly
is a
like
slight difference.
if this man said, "Hey man, this is a rib," and he be like, "Human rib," you know what I'm saying? And you be like, "No, it ain't." He be like, "Yes, it is." No, it ain't. Yes, it is. And then you eat it. Well, he telling you it's a human rib. You know what I'm talking about? Like this is a meat rib. You know, so yeah,
Well,
you
okay.
gotta.
Only reason I found it so fascinating. You can read the comments. The only reason I found it so fascinating because I used to watch a lot of the
You don't
crime
need that
show.
burger, Delta. Hmm.
The crime show. What was it called? The one with Shamar Moore and uh, damn,
It was a
it was the
crime show.
FBI. It was the FBI.
Oh. Was that Law and Order or? I know my wife would know this. I can't. It's
It's
one of them
not Law and
shows like
Order.
that.
It's the other
Criminal
one. It's
Minds. Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. Okay, yes. Thank you. I was watching Criminal Minds. On one of their episodes, they were looking for missing people, right? And the person who made the people missing used to volunteer at the searches to look for the people. And so what he would do is he would bring pots of food to feed the people while they looked for the missing people. In those pots were all his victims. He'd make a stew out their ass. And so he fed everybody that was looking for at least 10 people the remains of those people. And they all felt sick and disgusted when they heard about it. But then when I heard about this story being a real person, a black dude at that, in Texas, I don't know what to say. I don't know how I would feel behind that. Like I wouldn't, like you said, I wouldn't feel guilty myself. But out of all the times I had a hamburger, why couldn't I tell the difference between this meat and this meat? That's what I'd be angry about.
Well, and I can agree with that. But have you ever had the Impossible Burger?
No.
Try it.
No.
And then think about that question you just asked. Because honestly, you can't tell the difference between
Really?
an Impossible Burger, which is supposed to be, all vegetables and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and a regular burger. So,
well, I mean, they say lion's mane mushroom tastes like a steak if you cook it right.
Mushrooms, right? Mushrooms. You got mushroom burger, and it tastes just like meat. So, now of course I don't want to even try human meat. I don't even want to fathom that shit because somebody said it. You can get certain diseases and stuff like that from eating human meat. You know what I'm saying? So, and human meat, pause. You got to say pause because I ain't eating no human meat.
I'm sorry, Delta. I'm sorry. And Annie, I got you. That's nasty. I understand.
It is. But we got to talk about it.
There's an illness or some kind of disease I read that you can get from eating humans, but that's
she
only
said
if you
it's
don't
called,
cook them right.
Well,
that's for
Ruby
anything.
P,
You can get disease from pig if you eat raw pig.
yeah, but Ruby P said you could get Kuru, Kuru. It's like mad cow disease.
I can see that.
Yeah, and that's even if it's cooked right. But that's because we ain't supposed to be, eating that. Yes, Kuru, that's what it's called. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, which is disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna change the subject though, and go this way. Um, I was watching Uncle Ocho, Shannon Sharp and Ocho
Okay.
Cinco.
Okay.
And he was talking about a song, right? And I couldn't remember the song until he said the song and was talking about it. So it was a song on Love Jones and that the same young lady, Michelle Indicello. I always say her name wrong. I never really knew how to say it, but she had the song on Love Jones and she had a song on Love and Basketball. And it was the song on Love and Basketball that he was talking about. It was the part where they were playing one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my wife knew the exact scene. I didn't know the scene, but anyway,
the one-on-one in the room or the one-on-one at the end?
The one-on-one at the end when she was like, "Play for your heart." You know
right,
what I'm talking about?
Right.
And it's like, "You make a fool of me" or something. You
Mm-hmm.
make so. Shannon Sharp started singing the song. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, it was just funny, bruh. First of all, it's a dope song. That is a dope song. If y'all haven't heard it, I'm pretty sure everybody here is old enough to remember Love Jones. Love and Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That scene where they played one-on-one at the end. You know what I'm saying? So that's the song that's playing. That's what he's talking about. She's a phenomenal singer too. She's really, really good.
Okay, so she's sung the song in Love Jones when they're in the rain and they try to get back together. Yes.
I think that's her too. Right.
Yes,
Right. Okay. She's on that soundtrack. And but it just stuck in my head all day because I watched it earlier. And I was laughing because like he was like really singing. He know all the words. He said that he see her in concert whenever she's close. Within a 3 or 4 hour drive, he's going to see her. And he mentioned all the places like New York, Colorado, London. Here he's been to like a bunch of her concerts, and he just started singing the song, man. Then he had to stop. It seemed like he got emotional for a second. You know what I'm saying? Because he was thinking about
it can put you there.
Women that he had been with, who he had played the song for, and that type of stuff. It was just funny though, because bruh singing. It'd be like if me and you talking, and I'm telling you about this same song, and I bust out singing the song. Yes, pause. Absolutely, big pause.
We're halfway there. Okay.
Halfway where?
Living on a prayer.
Oh, halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, and maybe I will. Hey, don't get me started. Like I said, man, my dad was a DJ. I grew up listening to everything.
Yeah.
I know all kind of pop, rock, alternative. You know what I'm saying? I know Christian music too. You know what I'm talking about? What if God is unhappy without parade? My bad. I'm just saying. I
No.
know all music. It don't even matter to me. You know what I'm talking about?
Speaking of music, I need to get you over this weekend so we can finish the song Out the Dirt.
Out the dirt, out the dirt, out the dirt. Get it out the dirt. Dirt for
And for
dirt.
some reason, I think I need to not rewrite. I need to redo my verse because the version I was listening to sounds like it's off or I don't know. But
Did you
I'll
send me
probably,
that one already?
yeah, you got it.
Okay. All right. All
You got
right.
it.
Yeah. Just got to make sure which I'm pretty sure you did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure of that.
I
But
just in doing this album, this album that I've been hyping up and talking about. I
living
waited.
on the
I waited on you and your brother,
Mm-hmm.
kinda, and then when I got, I guess, bored, I just wrote more verses. Sorry. I wrote more verses, so I'm pretty much me all over the album for real. I got you on Cherry Red.
Best song on it.
Um,
Cherry Red.
I got you on Sipping on Bourbon.
Sipping on bourbon. Mixing bullets with a gun.
Um,
Uh-huh. Somebody
I
said,
think
oh, uh-huh. Patches.
I think Daughters from John Myers. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I know that one. It sounds familiar though. But y'all know the country song Patches? Patches, I'm depending on you, son. See, y'all don't know
No,
nothing about that. What
no,
about
no.
do y'all know give me 3 steps, mister, and you won't see me no more. Hey, see? Y'all don't know nothing about that.
And that's why you drink whiskey. I mean, brandy,
Bourbon.
bourbon. What's
Bourbon
the
and
difference between
whiskey, you
brandy
right.
and bourbon?
Bourbon and whiskey. Yeah.
Okay,
Not
bourbon and
brandy
whiskey.
though.
Okay.
Yeah, bourbon and whiskey.
So what's the difference between brandy? What's ain't
Uh,
brandy a bourbon?
yes, kinda, but whiskey and bourbon is made in the same barrel. One is the top,
Okay,
one is the bottom, just like vodka and gin. One is the top, one is
okay,
the bottom.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Everett Adams
Hmm.
said both. Anyway, from Noah Khan. Yep. Give me 3 steps. I remember the hell yeah. Give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps, mister.
Okay. Y'all having a music selection on here now.
Hey, we
Okay.
just jumping around topics. I mean, but see, that's like when I told you I know a little bit of everything, bro. I really know you know that. I know a little bit of every damn kind of music. Even
But no, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? And
what?
you gonna say I'm taking shots at you, and I might be just a little.
Okay.
You remember all those songs, but you forget your freestyles.
True. Because it's a freestyle.
But you recorded it. So it's not a freestyle no more. You recorded. You can hear it back anytime you want to.
That's true. And I didn't until it was time to do the video a year later. You know what I'm talking about? Now look, and you're right. No, you're right. You're right though. Because if I write it down, I know it. Because the way I write. You know how I write.
But do freestyle when you write too. Like if you don't like an end, you'll freestyle the middle or the end of it, and then you might go back and change it, or you might be like, "Oh, well, I did it."
That's different. But that song,
Okay.
I freestyled that song. Well, that verse, excuse me. I freestyled that verse, and it came out good. So I was like, all right, cool, bet we done with it. You know what I'm saying? And then when it was time to shoot the video, which you gave me ample enough heads up, and I had enough time, and I was just slacking on my macking, slipping on my pimping. You know what I'm talking about?
I was thinking about doing a video. Well, we're gonna definitely do a video to Cherry Red. I mean,
Okay.
that would just be asinine if we did not. But I was thinking about doing a video to Better Than. You freestyle that verse too.
Better than.
Well,
Better
some
than.
of it.
Better than. Better than.
Flow like a veteran, move like a weatherman.
Oh yeah.
On the way to
Flow
the
like a
devil
weatherman.
lane.
Fly like a weatherman. No, did I freestyle that one? Well, some of it, yeah. Yeah,
You
but I wrote
freestyle some of it because at the end you messed up, and I
yes,
just kept it and
and you
got it
kept
mixed.
it. Yeah, bourbon is whiskey. That's what we said. But yeah, you're right. You're right. But I'm doing better, man. Brandy is fruit based, whiskey is grain. See, we got alcoholics in here, they be knowing. We appreciate that. They be knowing. Yeah. But yeah, man, I do what I do. I try, you know what I'm saying? But look, the second time, well, this last time we just did the video.
You were good. You were
Who
good.
didn't
You
know
were
they
better.
verse? Or wherever you are on the camera, because
I knew my verse. I just
the hook,
like
the hook.
the hook.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, I was listening, and it was so crazy because I was listening to the whole song back and back. I knew everybody shit at first, and then my brother started fucking with me and saying the wrong shit, and it started
Yep.
fucking my head up, and then fucking I started messing up on a part because one part says,
Bro, they
corrupt
calling me.
cop.
Go ahead and talk to the people. I'll be right back.
Okay, so one part of the song, ladies and gentlemen, says corrupt cops, and then the other part of the song says corrupt city cops, and I used to get them two switched up. So it seems like I don't know what I'm saying in my verse. So, but when y'all see the video, hear the song, hear the album. Well, that's the old album. That one's gonna be out. That one's gonna be out real. I ain't gonna say soon. It probably be out before the end of next month. Cause I'm just waiting on the rest of the songs to get mixed and mastered. I have no control on that. But as soon as they are, the album cover is right here. I'm looking at it. It's ready. It's ready for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been procrastinating with this one for a long time, since 2022. I've been working on this album since 2022. I think y'all gonna like it, but the one that's coming after it, y'all have no choice but to like it because it's the essence of your boy. It's the essence. So Anywho, thank you for the hearts. Like I said, we bring y'all the news today. We're trying something different, bring y'all news. Is there any stories that y'all heard about that y'all like to talk about? Why do y'all think all the planes fell out of the sky? Do you think it was the air traffic control, or do you think the planes were flown by faulty pilots, or do you think it was a faulty airplane, jet, whatever? What do y'all think? Yes. Sharisky. Let's get it, this. Sersky. All right, let's get it, Think y'all really gonna like these last two. I'm not gonna say they're the best. You know what? Now that I think they might be some of my best work. Because if you ask me, it went This Ain't Love B, bitch. I can say that, yeah. This Ain't Love, bitch. And then Eclectic Disc that I never put out, 1 and 2, that shit, it goes hard. The mixtape that I was turning into an album, Brooklyn's Finest is Cali's Worst. Yeah. I was putting something together like that. But yeah, I think over the years, especially the last couple years, I've been able to lock in patterns that I never had before, especially the last album. This last album that I'm done recording on it. So I'll say that I just got to get 6 songs mixed and mastered, but I'm gonna do that gradually. I'm gonna do it like maybe 2 at a time or something like that. So 6 or 2 at a time. That's 3, but it's on somebody else's time. It's not my time. So, but I do have. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all right now how many. The album has, I think, 12 to 13 tracks, and out of 12 to 13, I'm gonna tell you how many are done right now. And then the other album, the one that I've been procrastinating on since 2022, it has 17 to 19. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 on here right now. So I probably have a total of 12 on that one. 12 songs on that one, give or take. Might be less than that. Might be 10, but it might be 12, somewhere between 10 to 12. I'm wondering why the plane. Hold on. I'm wondering why the plane crashes happens in clusters. It's not really random like it used to be. Makes you wonder if something's behind it. Yeah, I think it's a combination of half-ass jobs being done, faulty crafts, and not enough eyes in the sky. Those are good answers. Those are good explanations. Um, the one that landed upside down, we heard about something like that with Flight. That was so many years ago. The people that got stranded in the movie Alive, that was a plane crash. Um, it's a couple of these things that are plane crashes that I mean, they're not explainable, but like Amelia Earnhardt disappeared before she made her full trip around the world. You good? Yeah, good point, Ruby. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's bad uh planes, bad pilots, not enough eyes. But I really want someone to fly over the Arctic and tell me is there a Fairmont over us, and that all these different places, Mars and Asgard, are on the other side of this wall. Not that I really believe that, but I just want to know. I just want it to be debunked one way or the other. They say on the other side of the Arctic is a whole other world that we've never seen that's in our world. And I guess to say that would be like saying that the world is flat. How do y'all feel about that part? I mean, I'm baffled that here we are in 2025, people still feel like the earth is flat. How do y'all feel about that? Because technically, if the earth was flat, I don't see when we say stuff like that, that means I don't really know if we've been to space or not. Because they still have flags waving in space, or they show like the space station where there's no gravity, everybody's just floating around doing stuff. But they have rooms and chambers here in NASA that are gravitationalist. Like they have things that they can make you weightless in the room and do, or like a skydiving room with the giant fan. The giant fan throws you up in the air. There's no gravity. I mean, you could fall if you turn the wrong way. I don't know. What do y'all think? Crabs. Supposedly she crashed, but was unalive by those huge crabs. What do you, oh, oh, damn. That's what killed her? Crabs? Some big giant. Oh, yeah, they are pretty big. Hmm. I know. How do y'all feel that they have brought back extinct animal, the dire wolf? Don't get me wrong, them motherfuckers are pretty as hell. All white wolf to get a little bigger than a regular wolf. I think I want one. But like I was telling somebody, as long as they're domesticated, they won't get out of control. But when they start having like 4 or 5 groups of them, and they start putting them in the wild and they grow up wild, they might become a very dangerous animal because wolves are the most loyal and impactful animal, period. So I really don't know one way or the other. All I know is I fell off yet, so we good. I ain't fell off yet, so we good. Hey, that's true. That's true. We ain't. I don't think in America or the United States, I don't think in our compass of the 7 continents will we ever fall off. I mean, there's streams that flow up and down, which is crazy. The Atlantic and Arctic Ocean won't cross; they won't mix. So it's some things in this world that science can't explain. They say the gravitational pull stops the waters from mixing. They just do this and recycle back around. That's crazy. That's real crazy. When you deal with molten glass and spin, it becomes round. True. I don't see the Earth going against physics, but the Earth ain't glass. Yeah, but yeah, I get your point. If the Earth was flat, would it still be able to spin? And if it did spin, wouldn't it become round eventually? Good point. Good point. Very good point. Very, very good point. That is a good point. How do y'all feel about the Anunnaki? I'm over amazed by them. I really am. I feel like they explain so much in depth about what's going on with the past to the present. How do y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel about it? I'm trying to buy time so Say can get back so we get in the show properly, but he might not be back in time. But hey, for all the people that tuned in tonight, I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. I'm probably gonna keep this this blue screen up for a while because what can I say? It's cool. It's real cool. It's real cool. But yes, with that being said, I am your humble host, Steele, one half of the Dynamic Duel, Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. I'm the host, just dysfunctional, dysfunctional's world. My cohort, my co-partner, cohort, my partner in crime is your boy Said. Let's talk. So with that being said, we out of time. Till the next time, screaming, let's talk. Y'all be safe, be good out there. And if some of y'all find answers to these questions, please put me on. Put me on. Love them, but if they are real, we ride at dawn for leaving us. Yes, yes, yes. I'm with that. I'm so with that. Y'all have a good night, wonderful evening. Peace.